Whatever happened to you?
Oh, Gogo, look what I just found.
Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 16 of River City Pickups on, of course, your favorite gaming channel, River City Retro Gaming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this is just, of course, another edition here. Just going to show off more of our pickups, what we always
Number
do.
16.
Yep.
So, I mean...
We're getting close. So okay, so I guess starting off, just going right into the pickups here. First one off here is something I picked up on our outing a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yes.
Now this one here, whatever, it's an Atari game. It's a Star Wars Atari game, and I need to complete the trilogy. So that's the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back for Atari 2600. So, again,
It's down. You showed one on the last video,
Yeah.
or the video before that. I can't remember.
Return of the Jedi one.
One with the screw
Yep.
showing in it. This
So-
one doesn't have a screw showing.
And it doesn't, and I really, that's fine too. But I mean, I'm happy I got the trilogy down. Love Star Wars. These ones I kind of picked up now in August, basically like 2 months ago now. There was actually just sales going on at Target for Wii U,
Wow, were they good
360,
sales too,
PS3. Pretty
Brand
amazing
new
deals,
games
yeah.
for like $10.
And I didn't quite get everything I wanted there. Unfortunately, I just got into late. I was actually broke at the time, so I had to wait till payday. By the time payday came around,
Everything was gone that would you
everything
wanted.
was gone. But
You got one that I really wanted, and I couldn't get my hands on, so...
And we'll get into that in a bit here. But the first one for $10 would be Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
This one, I want to play it so bad, but you know what? I'm still working on the first damn game because it's so freaking hard.
It's a difficult game, but it's a good game.
But it's so good. It's so damn amazing. So
there was one of those situations where they brought back a series and it worked. Like,
Yeah.
it really worked. And I can't remember who was the director and producer
I
of
can't
that.
say. I just know it was made by Tecmo. So.
Yeah, but it's the same. It wasn't the guy that worked on the originals. It was a brand new dude, and he's been working on all these. Like, it's to the point that if he wasn't working on the series, I don't think I'd want to play it.
No. Now the next one here, again, I tried to pick this up on one of those $10 deals. I got it for a better price than what they were listing for, so I was happy about that. But the thing is, basically you can go into Future Shop, they will do price matching with pretty much any online competitor. The problem is, they need to have the games in stock there for them to do it.
Yeah.
I'm always an honest guy. I always just try to be truthful. It's just a better way to live.
I remember you
your life,
talking about this, yeah.
So I really should have been like, oh yeah, Target had them. I just want to get a bigger deal from you guys. So they didn't quite give me for $10. I got it for $25, so I was actually very happy with that.
It's still not too bad for this.
Yeah,
I've heard
exactly.
it's a good game, and that's why I wanted
It's
it.
super unique. It's a game like I haven't played a game like it before, and it's just good action game. It'd be wonderful 101 on the Wii U. And it's just it's a really cool, interesting concept. Like basically you're this troupe of superheroes in this like fantasy world, whatever. But the cool thing about it is they can kind of give people powers.
Yeah.
So it's like you find random civilians on the street, you run over them, you collect them into your group, and you kind of turn into this giant swarm of superheroes. It's pretty cool.
It's definitely interesting. Like, it is one of those games that I only heard about, and to actually like go like it was so interesting to me that I wanted to go out and play it.
Yeah.
So just on paper was so interesting.
Really good quality too, by the way.
Yeah, they're the fairly decent condition, but for $1 each, I got a big stack of EGMs and Game Pros from the Genesis and Super Nintendo era, which is the only way that I buy these type of magazines is if they stay within that frame. Nintendo, Genesis, Super Nintendo, I'll pick them.
Yep, and of course
September 9th, 1999.
and you're seeing all the images right now. Of course, Ed's just panning over this stuff here. So yeah, so honestly,
they're decent condition, really
I
nice
wouldn't even say
books.
decent, really good condition. Considering these are 20-year-old magazines,
Yeah.
really good condition, I would
Yeah,
say.
shiny still. There's a couple of them that, you know, the front page is kind of falling off. But
Little
for the
bit,
most
yeah.
part, really decent books. And for $1 each, you can't really complain.
I would have picked them up in a second.
Actually, it was less than $1 each because it was buy 4, get the 5th one free. So,
there you go.
and when I brought them up, I was like, I got 15 of them. And she was just like, $10.
Exactly.
So, it
It's
was
less
really
work
nice,
for
yeah.
them to do. There's like, just...
Somebody's actually taking them. So.
Exactly.
But yeah, that was one pickup from there.
Yeah, definitely. And actually from the same value, or maybe not the same value village.
Wasn't the same value village.
Same trip we made a couple weeks ago.
You're welcome.
Yeah, this is all led here. 'Cause I mean, I was literally just talking about this. We went to the
week
store.
before, right?
Yeah, like the week before. And then you walked in, checked the PlayStation, and there you go. So obviously this is a PlayStation 1.
Oh, yeah.
But there's something special about this one. Now, we're going to take a look at the back here, guys. If you see those 3, obviously AV port outs, this is a very hard to find model of the PlayStation.
Yep.
And for me, the very interesting about this, and kind of something Sony always does with their technology, maybe not so much with the PS4 now, but pretty much all iterations of their systems, always seem to be the best
version
cheapest
of that.
of whatever side product they're bringing in. Like for this one, a lot of people who've done tests of very high-end CD systems from that time, comparing it to the PlayStation, for some reason this PlayStation outputs sound more clear, more crisp than any other high-end CD playing system at the time. So kind of a very unique thing. And again, same thing with the PS2. It was the cheapest DVD player when
DVD
it
player
launched.
that you can get. PlayStation 3, Blu-ray player.
Cheapest Blu-ray player, absolutely. So it's just something they seem to do. And for me, I'm just super happy to have this here. So again, thanks, Ed. You pretty much grabbed it and was like, oh, there you go.
It's yours.
It's mine. So super
and you
happy to
paid
have
me back
this.
with that Rock Band controller too, so it works. We always work on each
Exactly,
other's favors.
yeah, definitely.
I know what he wants. He knows what I want. If we find it, we just.
And now we got other stuff I got to hunt down for him. So yeah, so it's definitely there. So yeah, so super happy to add that to my collection. So now I guess we'll go on to your next couple here.
Yeah, we're just gonna bang these ones out the way. So one of my friends, Sean, that I've done a little bit of trading with over the past little bit, just recently got married. Congratulations,
Yeah, congrats,
you.
Sean.
He wanted a copy of Adventures of Link. Yeah, it might have been the Adventures of Link, the second one.
Oh, the manual.
Yeah,
right?
the manual. Yeah, and I have it, but it was missing the cover, and I was just gonna give it to him. I was just like, you know what? It's missing the cover. I don't care. I have a good version of it. You can just have this. And he insisted on giving me this because I didn't have it, but that would be a little rough version of Punch-Out, the Punch-Out.
Yeah, I mean it's a Mike Tyson Punch-Out manual.
So
can't complain there.
I can add that in.
Yep.
I can't remember what the trade was.
I can tell you what the trade was. I was going through your collection here, picked up your Mega Man 4, noticed you had a loose manual.
That's what it was.
And I was like, you know what, dude? You just picked this game up. I have a complete box and manual for it. You help me complete mine. I'll help you complete yours, and that would be
Conquest of the Crystal Palace.
Yeah. Beautiful artwork. I just love the artwork of this game.
This is a very nice box, just in general. The game isn't the best game in the world.
It's okay. It's average.
Yeah, it's definitely average. It's a solid 5 out of 10. Next, this is a Beardman trade. I traded him Tonka Rescue.
Oh, for that game.
Yeah,
okay.
the GameCube Tonka Rescue, and I actually really like this game. I know a lot of people
It's super
don't.
unique. I love the intro to this game. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah. Oh, I love the intro too. Yeah, because everybody that had this at the beginning would pop it in and be like, wait a minute.
What's going on here? It's
Something's
broken.
wrong. I need to bring this back. And that would be the Three Stooges for Nintendo. If you haven't seen the beginning, it actually starts off as Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah.
And then
Hey, fellas, we're in the wrong game.
Yeah, and then they move it over to this.
Yeah.
But it is like a multi-game. There's about five mini games on it that you have to play.
And they're
the
based
goal
on
is to get married, I think, right?
I'll get to this. So basically, they're kind of based on Three Stooges shorts.
Yeah, all the different shorts, yeah.
I used to watch them with my friend back in the day. I used to watch like Abbott Costello, Laurel and Hardy stuff. Just
I used to watch the Three Stooges.
Weird random stuff I was into. So I'm not too familiar with like everything they did. I do recognize a few of the shorts that they kind of pay homage to in this game. Like there's the boxing one, there's the clam chowder.
The boxing one was great, where you had to hear the music.
Yeah, it's really funny short. Like if you've never watched the Three Stooges, go back and watch it. It's from the
really
40s,
cool.
but it's kind of revolutionary for what they were doing.
Oh
it's
yeah, there was nothing like it back then.
No. So for me, my next couple here, now I picked these up in a bundle with my pickup of the week, which will show up in a few minutes. For the first one here, I just absolutely love this game.
Good game.
I wanted to
this one. I don't like the Wii version of it.
The Wii version's not bad. I can see why you don't like it. I had a few issues at the beginning of the game. When I got into the further to the mid part of the game, I started to like it more. But for me, that would be A Boy and His Blob, a complete box copy. Which again, I love this game so much. I used to rent it all the time. And it was one of those things where it's like, if you didn't know what the jelly beans did, it was just kind of trial and error.
Just figure it out.
This one here,
not as good of a game.
Not a good game at all. It's super uncommon, but when you can find a box copy of a super uncommon game, that's pretty rare.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not super pricey. It's I think around like it's
$15. 50-ish, really?
for a box copy.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, like it's. Oh, I could be wrong about that. So you'll.
I thought it was 15 to 25 for a box copy, but I'm not too up to date on this particular game.
Well, I think it's for the loose card anyway. But anyway, so that would be Home Alone 2. Yeah, we all loved the movie as a kid. I just wanted.
Well, I didn't love Home Alone 2, the movie. I loved the first one.
I loved both. They were both really good.
The second one was still good. I didn't love it as much as I liked the first one. The first one I freaking loved.
Well, the first one I obviously watched it at home a lot. I think we recorded it off HBO back in the day. But this, like, when I saw this in theaters back in the day, I was so happy. Like, I think I went for my birthday.
It was a birthday present.
It was, and it was just like, oh, so happy.
Very
so
nice.
again, it's a box copy, not too easy to find in the box. So it's out of the way. It's there. I'm happy.
So, before my pickup of the week, I got two solid things, and very related to each other. And those that know me know I freaking love collecting my Zelda. Shit, god damn it cost me so much fucking money to do this. But just recently, and I mean just recently, this week,
2 days ago,
it has come out, and it is the new Hyrule Warriors,
Yep.
a Zelda game not made by Nintendo.
which
It sounds really weird to say.
I know, and I mean, like, they've had bad experiences handing that off
to people,
to other companies. Past,
CDI.
Well, do we really want to count those? I guess we have to.
We have to.
They are
They are even in the Hyrule Historia.
Don't they kind of say it like doesn't count? They do
They say
reference
it's not part of the
canon,
Yeah, it's not in the timeline. Technically.
but they do reference it. So I'm like, they are aware. They
say this happened.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we suck, but it happened. With that, I also got the collector's edition
Oh, so nice.
book. Really nice book, solid. This isn't a paper cover over top of it. It's hardcover all the way through. One thing I do like about this new Zelda is his scarf.
Yep.
It's a brand new thing. You can kind of see it on the back there, the blue thing coming off. It's a scarf. Now, Nintendo of America, the one in New York, has a collector's edition.
The World of Nintendo store
Version of this book that you could only get if you lived in New York.
Yeah.
Because they didn't sell it online. You could only get it if you went there. That had a packed-in version of the scarf that was super nice.
And for me, it's irritating me a bit because it's like it really like when other companies do limited editions,
they released
limited
thousands of them.
editions.
Yeah.
Nintendo does. They
legitimately limited, like, good luck getting it.
Like what,
editions.
300 copies of the limited edition one?
Yeah, it was a really short run.
So I mean,
and people were only allowed to buy one when it came in too. Like, they couldn't buy several.
So technically, what, this is getting in the territory of like a stadium events number, like only around
Almost,
300 released.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is going to be a rare collectible.
So next on my list, I'm not going to pull it down. We're going to do a little pan shot for you. But I picked up the limited. Is it a limited edition? I don't know if it is.
I'm not sure.
They're Dark Horse figurines of Link and Ganondorf.
From Twilight Princess.
From Twilight Princess.
Yes.
I did not pick up the Ganondorf just because of the expense on it.
Way more expensive, yeah.
But I did want to pick up the Link. It is a very nice statue. It has no articulation to it. It is a statue.
It looks beautiful though.
People were complaining, you were saying, about
not
having enough details in it, but I like the details. He's a freaking game.
It's Link.
That was on, the GameCube. It didn't have that much for details in the game itself. Like,
pretty much.
I think it's really well done. It's a solid statue. It's got a it really stands out. It's not like a corner piece to my collection or anything like that, but I think it's a very nice addition to it.
Yeah, definitely. And like for me, on my first day of work at the PNP Games, like it was the first thing I saw there.
Steph was freaking pissed at you.
I know. She really sorry, Steph. I know. But it's like I had to. I was like, oh my god, these things are here. They're gorgeous. Who else would
needs to know
appreciate
about this?
them?
Yeah. And so, sure enough, I looked at my phone and there was a picture on there. I'm like, why did you show this to me?
I mean, I had to. I'm sure if you found, well, what have I been looking for bucks? Like Turtles toys. Like you'll send me a picture of Turtles toys.
I would instantly send you a design. I'd probably just pick them up and give them to you.
True.
Just because they're a little bit cheaper than these.
Very true. Very true. So I mean, I had to show them to you because it was there.
But that's why I got it, just because you showed it to
me.
It was not the only reason, but that made me aware of it. So I mean, thank you for that.
Oh,
This
no
is a
problem.
really nice addition
Oh,
to the.
and like you were saying, when people were looking up in the stores, people kept making that comment like, "Oh, Ganondorf is beautiful. He's got so much detail," and then Link's just blah. But it's like,
Link is blah.
yeah, he wears a green tunic and he's got a shield and a sword. That's really all Link's about.
He's supposed to be that kind of hero. He's supposed to be the everyday hero, is what he's supposed to be.
Exactly, and I mean, Ganondorf has that cloak, which will give lots of detail. There's a lot of stuff to work on there, so it makes sense to me that his was a little just more detailed because his character is in
Absolutely.
general. So again, super awesome to add to your collection, Ed.
Really happy
Very
about
beautiful
it.
stuff.
Really, really happy about
Oh
it.
yeah. So I guess going on next here with our pickups of the week. So for me, mine are kind of combined together. They are
They're still
one
cool
and
because I know
two.
you're trying to get like a complete collection of everything.
Mega Man.
is,
Yeah, I'm just gonna say it's Mega Man right away. I love Mega Man.
And finding boxed.
Not easy.
Not easy. Yeah.
And also, this is one thing I want to bring up. I had no clue this game existed when I was a kid. I would have crapped my pants if I knew this. I would have begged my parents, just like cry. I mean, I would have done anything to get this. And for me, Mega Man Extreme, complete in box.
Never played it.
Never played. Oh, now I
Heard
played
about
it.
it, though. It's
It's pretty much Mega Man X, a port on
Yep.
the Game Boy.
Yep.
Really well done. I was like, wow, so happy with that.
And if for those that don't know, Mega Man is very good with their Game Boy ports, and
yeah.
they're different. What they do is they take a combination. They'll usually release between a Mega Man game. So like say Mega Man 1 comes out, well Mega Man 2 will come out.
So now
And
we're
then
gonna
they'll come
combine
out with-
1 and 2.
Yeah, they combine 1 and 2, like 4 or 3 robots from one, and
Yeah.
3 robots or 4 robots from the other, and kind of add like whatever new stuff was in there in the Game Boy port. So the Game Boys Mega Mans are actually really, really good games, and some of them are fairly expensive too.
Yeah, and
I
I
think
like
Part 5 is worth a lot of money.
Mega Man 5. Yeah, that's and it's that one. See, that one's an original game completely. So
Yeah.
that for again, that's another
And
reason
it's not
why
Mega
I
Man
did it so
V
well.
or whatever V. It's Mega Man 5.
Yeah.
They go by numbers on the Game Boys to separate them.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably one I'm gonna have to hunt down one day. But again, for these ones, super happy with them.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much an exact port. Obviously, they don't have the little details of everything, but I mean,
It's a Game Boy.
you get the idea of it.
Yeah.
And the second part of that, a loose copy though, Mega Man Extreme 2 on the Game Boy Color. Again,
Still super cool.
I had no clue these things existed. I would have been so happy to own
Oh, yeah.
these. I would have loved them as a kid.
I'd say my very first game I ever 100% completed and could have sped run would be Mega Man X.
Yep.
So I could see having a handheld version of it when I was younger would have been amazing.
Yeah, I really would have. And it's so good. I mean, I can't recommend enough. And for me, I even first heard about these when they got released on the eShop a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like, what? Mega Man Extreme? I've never heard of this. Hunt it down. There we go. It's all out of the way.
And this is something I heard of a long time ago. I wasn't a handheld person back then.
Yeah.
So. My pickup of the week. Oh wow, I've been looking for this thing
yeah.
forever. I absolutely just adore this game from what I've seen because I never got a chance to play it.
I played it on emulator. Oh, that's the only way I can play it on.
Yeah, well, yeah,
right?
it's not released out here.
No.
This is a reproduction cart, so guess what? Ed got another reproduction. But I can't help it. This game is
You
one
had
that I
to. At the price you paid for it, you absolutely had to.
Oh yeah, I paid a really good price on this.
Yep.
And a lot of people deem this game
I just
as
noticed-
like one of the better games for the system.
I just noticed we've both just been staring at this card. It's mesmerizing.
It
It's
really
just
is.
like,
I got it. I have it.
It's a good
I
one
have
to
it.
add, dude. I'm jealous. Go
But
ahead.
that would be Mr. Gimmick,
Yeah.
the reproduction card. This sucker goes for a lot now because they've stopped production on making the
on
reproductions.
certain website, and there's a very specific reason for that. You need to cannibalize a Return of the Joker on NES,
Which is now getting rare because people keep cannibalizing it.
Yeah, pretty much, and it's the fact that there's a special chip in the Return of the Joker called the FME7, and which will allow you to get the extra channels, which the game will need to sound proper. Well, technically, there's a few channels still missing from the Famicom version. Just they put a very advanced chipset in it. This is the only way we can play it, and it's not even really complete.
No.
But it's the best way we can do it, and
The only way we can play it.
So happy you got this.
Oh, it's so much
I'm gonna have to
fun.
borrow it. I'm just putting it right there. I'm borrowing it. So
I'm not gonna lie. This is such a good game. I
It's
love the
super
mechanics.
difficult.
Like using, oh yeah, dumb, like ridiculously
but
difficult.
at the same time, so easy to control.
Oh yeah, well the one thing that is cool about this is you shoot a star that kind of bounces around the screen, if you're good at the game, you can jump on top of the star.
It's hard to master.
Yeah, you can jump on the star and carry yourself across like where you need to go.
Well, and there's certain parts where you need to do it.
Yeah, it's
like,
part
you
of the
have
game.
to master it at some point to get to like further parts. It's such a good game. Again, super jealous, super happy that you have it though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, it's there, so
Super
yep,
super
you
cool.
got it. It's out of the way.
All right, so on to our question of the week. I've got one ready.
Okay.
Holy crap, we didn't have to think about one.
Oh,
So, my question to you, being a reproduction cart, and the only way you can really play it out here is by getting a reproduction or emulation.
Yeah.
How do you personally feel about emulation in that sense? How do you feel about emulation in general versus emulation that the only way you can play it is either you spend a ton of money to get the reproduction,
for me,
or you have the emulate, or you actually just go online and get it.
and get like pay like what $800 for an original card, which is super rare to begin with.
Yeah.
For me, the way I view emulation, I don't personally enjoy it. I will stray away from emulating if I have to. I mean, it's just something I avoid completely.
Yeah.
But I accept the fact that there are people there. They can't buy every game like we can. They don't either have jobs that can support that, or the jobs that they have just won't allow them to put more money towards it. Because of course you gotta take care of the important things first: bills, groceries, actual things you need to live.
Games are not the thing, you know. Like
No.
it took us a long time to get to this point where we can buy these type of things. So.
Exactly. So
For me, emulation, I don't agree, yet I don't disagree with it either. I think that emulation helps you preserve some of them, because I'm a true believer that every time you put a card in, it does wear down a little bit on the chip.
it probably does.
Like a little bit. I don't think it's a lot. I don't think it's going to kill your games, but I do believe that it does wear it down a little bit. Now, that being said, I don't emulate any of these. What I do is I play it on my Retron 5, which I showed in the last video, and that does an emulation for you. You plug it in, it dumps the ROM, and it stays on.
But I mean, technically that is emulation.
It is.
It is technically emulation. So, I mean, it is what it is. People need to do it. For me, I choose not to. If someone else chooses to, great. You know, that's the way you... At least you're playing these games and appreciating it.
Exactly.
That's the main important thing about it, so...
Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. And again, you know, I don't disagree with emulation. If this is the only means you have to play it, I mean, play the games.
Yeah.
Like, these games are meant to be played.
And also,
it sucks when you can't.
It's a good way to try games before you play them. I mean...
That's another good point. If you're going to try it and you like it, go and buy it. Even if it's on Virtual Console. In fact, I suggest getting it on Virtual Console, because the more you buy on Virtual Console, the more they will release on Virtual Console. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
It shows Nintendo, like, hey, say for example a game like Earthbound. If you buy a ton of copies on Earthbound on Virtual Console, that shows Nintendo, oh look, there's a market for this game. Maybe we should do a Mother 4,
or release Mother 3
on Virtual Console, yeah.
which is a possibility. Like, not that it's going to happen, but it is a possibility. You never know what might happen with that. So.
Exactly. So for me, just do as you wish. Just if you can buy the original games, go ahead and buy them, and use it as a tool to see, do I want to put $200 down on a single game?
Yeah,
that's a good way to find out.
Absolutely. All right, well, that was episode number 16.
Yep.
I had to think about that one. It's getting too high up there for me to remember what we're at by this point, but we're on episode 16, so that this was a lot of fun to get through. I'm happy I was able to scratch all these off my list, and it was a nice added bonus to the Zelda collection. So without any further ado, I'm Ed.
I'm Max.
And never put down those controllers.